Kuna wengine hapa Watarachi wako wapi? Najua kuna wanafunzi 3 Watarachi Secondary School hapa. Wanaongoza kuchoma shule. Wale Ortum wako wapi? You are supposed to behave differently as a learner under this scholarship. Wengine wenye ni wazuri sana. You are very good leaders amongst you. Kuna head boys kati yenu. Kuna good prefects. Wengine wako very presentable. Wanafuata instructions vizuri sana. Muna kijana mwingine sana hapa Sam. Anatoka St. Paul's Gekano. Muna kijana mwingine St. Paul's Gekano akanifurahisha sana. I hope kwa na perform vizuri darasani vile ako presentable. Hata this gentleman, what's your name? Kuja hapa mbele. Which school? Kiliboni. What you just need to do is to tuck in. Because tumesema mtu akuja na uniform. Si ndio? Umekuja na full uniform. That's a good thing. Na wewe ni mwanafunzi? Wewe. Shule, hebu kuja shule gani? Kuja wa Nambale. Na wewe ni wa? Kujeni nyinyi wote. Pandeni hapa juu. Na wewe ni shule gani wewe? Wewe. You are a student. Which school? Cheplaske. Kuja wa Cheplaske. Cheplaske. Wewe Cheplaske kuja. Kuja. Njoo. Chaperon yuko wapi aniletewa Cheplaske? Unataka atakuja. Na wewe ni wa shule gani wewe? Mnyako next kwako huja amevaa t-shirt ya Real Madrid. Huyo next ako shule gani? Kwako mnyokana yeye huyo. Kuja hapa. Panda hapa juu. Wacha Cheplaske kuja wewe. So you gave very straight instructions. They are very simple instructions. We come in full school uniform. That's what the message read. Sinukweli? That we come in full. So kwa nini mtaki kuvaa school uniform? How do I identify you? Sound ajojo ni mwanafunzi. Wewe umekuja kuswim? You have come to swim, mama, you come for a congress. Which congress? Is this a school uniform or Cheplaske? No. Why did you wear a uniform? Because you lack of discipline. Sindio? You don't follow instructions. Simple instructions. Wear a school uniform, utaki kuvaa uniform. Na wewe ni wa shule gani? Cheptil. Lazima uvae school uniform. Why did you wear a school uniform? Which school? Katilu boys. Why didn't you wear school uniform Katilu? Na Katilu ni shule mzuri. Kwani hujavaa? Kwani hakuna maji kwambi? Mmoja HSO atakuwa hapa kesho. Ukisema kwa kuna maji tutamuuliza hakuna maji. Lakini najua maji iko kambi. Peace Wind imesupply maji iko kambi. Wewe kwani hujavaa school uniform? Sema shule gani? Nambale kwa nini? Kwa Nambale walitusumbua sana Sam. So I say this is indiscipline. Hao ndio walikuwa wanatoroka shule wanambale. No wear school uniform. Moja nambale ni kwetu tunapita shule mimi ndio kupige viboko. Ndio wear school uniform. Just follow simple instructions. Wear school uniform. Wear school uniform. Vile mwenzenye amevaa school uniform. You lose nothing by following instructions. And for the teachers to give you their best, you have to listen, follow their instructions. That's the way you can pass exams. Na by the way, let me tell you one thing. Naona walikuwa wanatoroka shule wakisema kwa hiyo shule haina potential ya kuiba mtihani wakifika form 4. Amuta iba mtihani by the way. If you cannot read, there's no seal of exams. Tuko na ministry hapa. Watu wao kwa wanatoroka shule wananiambia the reason why they are moving from the school because the school has no advantage of stealing exams. If you are taking to school is to steal exams, hiyo ni shauri yako. But be disciplined. Fuata instructions za walimu. That's the only thing we're urging you to do. For you to get benefit from this program, for us to get value for our money, lazima mkuwe disciplined. Kama mko disciplined, it becomes a big problem. You will not get anything. Utamaliza 4 years ziishe, you have gotten nothing from it. And I'm looking at your results. When you are not performing well because of lack of discipline, there's no improvement. Wewe uko tu. Others are doing really well. Ile shule kutoka Bunyoro inaitwaje Sam? Kuna shule nyingine kutoka Bunyoro hapa inaitwaje? Ya wavulana. Nani anasoma kutoka Bunyoro Vihiga County? Wavulana. You have 4 boys. Ni shule gani hiyo? Msire. I have very good 4 boys in Msire who are really doing well. Wanatufurahisha sana because of their performance. So what will you say about you? Baada ya form 4, baada ya end of 2027, tutasema nini juu yako? Will you recall you here as a chaperone? Mmoja chaperone, you cannot invite you to be a chaperone if you failed in exams. Forget about it. Nobody wants to be associated with people who fail. If you fail, we forget about you. And the society like that. A person who has failed in exams is a person who is dead. If you have died, we forget about you after 1 week. Tukisha kuzika. Ukianguka mtihani, even your parents will get tired of you. Wakusahau. Sini sawa? So tutie bidii shuleni, tukue disciplined, tufuate instructions za walimu. Menisikiza? That's the only way you can benefit from this scholarship. Okay, ambaye uvae school uniform, uvae school uniform. Mmoja sasa hiyo kupata kwa barabara ugongo na pikipiki, how do I identify you? Ulikuwa mwanafunzi. Utajuaje ulikuwa mwanafunzi wa Equity? Ulikuja Congress, and then mketi chini. Kuna sababu kwa nini niliwaambia tuvae school uniform. So next time tukifanya Congress, tafadhali tukisema vae school uniform, kindly put on a school uniform, ukuje na school uniform. Ni sawa sawa? So because of those many remarks, I want to take this opportunity to welcome our bosses from the Ministry of Education. Wakuja waongelesheni, wapatie mawaidha. Si ndio walikuwa washafanya introduction Sam? Bado. Bado hajafanya introduction. Wajintroduce kwenyu, mwajue, alafu wapatie mawaidha mazuri. Sawa sawa? And make sure that you take a lot of notes. Sawa sawa? Muandike vizuri. So I want to officially open this Congress. I declare it open. And before, I would like to welcome the school principal. Alikuwa shapena remarks. Bado bwana principal. Vijana nasema hujaongea. So principal, karibu sana. Nikupatie dakika 2 alafu ukaribishe wageni wetu kutoka kwa ministry.
Our officers from the Ministry of Education, facilitators, chaperones, scholars, good morning. Once more, my name is Stella Ayen, the principal of this school. And as I said in the morning, mine is to welcome you to this school for this Congress. Mmesema sijaongea, si niliongea? Na tukakubaliana. Na mpaka saa hii hakuna watu wamenitafuta. Tafadhali leo napatikana mpaka jioni. Sawa sawa? Aya, asanteni.
Yes, good morning once more. Hamjafurahia kuona wageni. So let me take this opportunity to introduce our guests from Ministry of Education. Watakuja hapa mbele wajiintroduce, waseme majina, and then we'll give them time at least to talk to you. Karibuni. Let's clap for them.
Good morning, everybody. Is it morning? Yes, good morning. How are you? Salimiane hewani. Everybody make sure you've greeted me. Yes, how are you? Can I hear that again? How are you? Yeah, we are very happy to see you. And I hope you can hear me from the farthest corner. You can hear me? Thank you. My name is Helen Borwet. I work with the Ministry of Education based in Nairobi, Jogoo House, and under the KPIL program. And you know KPIL program is your mother and father in terms of the scholarship, Elimu scholarship, and we are very happy to be here. We are very happy to be here, and especially to meet our children. Yeah. We cannot meet you, all of you, at the same time like today because you go to different schools. And although we have been to several schools, we don't meet all of you together like we are doing today. So today is a very, very special day. And I understand we only have boys here. This is a boys' conference. And I don't know when else that so many boys meet together like this. And I am sure the talks that will take place here will be tailored for the boy child. Many times we have been accused that we are focusing a lot on girls. But I think this is a very serious statement, that the boys are also our issue. The boys are also our children. And that is why you're seated here today. So we are very happy to meet you. And we are very happy to be part of you, part of this conference. And we want to appreciate our partner, the Equity Bank, the Equity Foundation. Thank you for being our partners. And thank you for loving our boys and allowing them to be in a conference like this one. Now I want to encourage you, as you listen through this workshop, please take as many life skills lessons as you can. It's not very easy, it's not all the time. It's not everywhere that you get an opportunity like this. Learn the much you can. Carry home the much you can carry. And at the end of it all, I'm sure you will be a different person. Before I make my, or before I give my words of encouragement for you, I want to allow my colleagues to introduce themselves. We are 4 of us here, but in total we are 8. Some of us have gone to the other conference, but they might be joining us up here tomorrow. But for the team that I am with, I want to allow each one of them to introduce themselves and to say 1 or 2 things to you of encouragement so that we can all build you together. This is the attitude I want you to have as you sit in this conference. This is your moment. This is your time. Make the best out of it. So as everybody speaks to you, as everyone comes up here to say something to you, pick what is best for you, what can work for you, and what can help you. What is not helpful to you, or what you feel is not applicable to you, you can leave it here because somebody else will pick it. So for you, pick what can work for you and what you think can help you to move to the next point in life. So I want to allow my colleagues to come and introduce themselves. Let me ask Rosemary to first come so that we allow the boys to speak to boys. All right?
Thank you so much. This is Dr. Helen. She forgot to mention that she is a doctor. So she has a PhD. Able to pigia makofi. How many of us want to get to that level? Wakwe na PhD. You see, EGF, we have evidence. Walisema, we will follow up. Thank you so much. So, hello, you can hear me from the back. So yeah, I'm Rosemary Obare. I'm also from the Ministry of Education, and I'm part of the KPIL program team that is supporting the scholarships. I'm also very happy to be here with you, to have this forum with you. We have been with you through the selection process. Now you're in Form 2. We are here to just share with you to see how you're doing. How many of you are excited to be here? Are you all excited, yeah? You're taken care of well, you're eating well? Yes? Watu wameshiba? Na kulala mnalala vizuri. Are you well taken care of? Aya, tutafuatilia hiyo maneno. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm just going to borrow from the words my colleague has spoken and also what has been shared in other forums as well as today. We're just urging you to be exemplary students. Students who lead by example and do the right thing. Yes? So we know education follows like your studies. For you to succeed in your studies, can you be indisciplined and still do well? Yes? No, you cannot. And I think something else I would just like to urge you to do is to make sure that you take this opportunity that you have been given and make sure you don't waste it. We have, like it has been mentioned, we have like 2 years or thereabout before we do our national exams. And we do not want to complete our education at high school. We want to go to university, yes? Yeah, or any other high-level institution. Some of you want to stay in Kenya, pursue whatever career that you want. Others want to go outside the country because you don't have to stay in Kenya, yes? The world is big. So we want to encourage you, whatever school you're in, even as you see my colleagues here, we are all from different schools. So it does not matter what school you go to. With whatever opportunity you have been given, make sure you study hard, consult with your colleagues who are doing well, maybe in a subject that you may be struggling in. Make sure you follow up with your teachers. Just consult and do the best you can so that when you get the grade that you will get, you'll be able to become anything you want. Yes? Are you committing to do the best you can? Yeah, if you have a B, make sure you work towards an A. If you have a C, you work towards a B. Everybody should target to be able to do well. And in line with this theme of ours, we are saying the innovation generation. What is innovating? What is innovating? Yes? Yeah, it's a new way to do things, a new way of thinking. Because even as you go to these schools that you go, some of you are outside this area, you're very maybe far away from your home. You might be able to pick up a few things here and there that you can be able to bring back to your community and do well, right? So you should be, even in school, there's something that you can be able to do at your level to be able to encourage other learners, because you might be the only learner from a refugee community. You should be able to represent your people well in terms of behavior, in terms of hard work, and then in future, even as you become somebody of substance in your community, you can inspire other learners. Some of you, I know you have younger siblings, yes? And we want them to do well. So be a good example. Make sure you make sure you really value this opportunity so that even in future, people can say somebody from the refugee camps can be able to do well, okay? Sawa. Let me end there so that my other colleagues can take over, but thank you so much, and yeah, hopefully we meet again in another forum.
Jambo, jambo, jambo. Tuko sawa? Kabisa? Ah, great. I didn't know Madam Daktari has so many sons until today. Yes, so I don't know which language to use to best communicate what I have for you, my younger brothers. You are all English? Very good. Then I love English. It was one of my best. I don't know whether it has faded over the years, but I assume I'm still there. Okay? So my name is Nzioki Raphael. I work with the Ministry of Education at the Finance Department, and I'm the finance officer for the KPIL program. So I work very closely with the KPIL team, because I'm a member of the team, to make sure that this program has adequate funding to be able to make sure that we are all comfortable as much as it is tenable within the fiscal space. So I'm very excited to be here, to be able to meet with you, to engage with you during this forum, and to be able to even participate in giving you a word of encouragement. So I want to urge you to be very attentive to me for a few minutes, because I will not be here very, very long. So when I was growing up at your age, yes, I went to a remote school in the village called Masinga Boys High School. Do you have anybody here from Masinga Boys? Do you have a scholar from Masinga Boys? Ah, great. You should greet me sometime, okay? So that was my school. And it was a district school then, when I went there. And the first assignment I had when I got there, I'm within this theme that we have today. The innovation generation, igniting ideas, creating what? Impact, okay? So I went, the first assignment I had was to look at the dashboard. There is the notice board that you see put out there. And I looked at the results of the past years, okay? And then I saw the population that we are in my class. And the question was, how many people out of this school make it to the university? Because end goal ya kukua high school ni kufika wapi? Okay? When you're in high school, the ambition that you should have, the ambition, the aspiration, the goal is to pursue your education to a higher level, which is the university, okay? So I looked at the dashboard or the notice board, and only number 1 to number 15 could score at least a C+ and above. And on a bad year, only number 1 to 10 will have a C+ and above. And we are in a class of 179. You have the first C at home, okay? The second C is commitment. And this is a serious dedication. One has to devote themselves, their time, their energy, and effort to pursuing that goal that they want to achieve, despite the challenges that you may go through or the setbacks that you encounter. So you must remain committed. Then number 3 is to have the confidence. It is people who train themselves until they perfect the art, make that which they desire what their passion is. They become that which they desire, their passion, and it becomes a part of them. So that your commitment, your zeal, even before you can go and open that book, the system already knows you are supposed to have grasped these things without much effort. And you realize you can keep up even with the best of the best, no matter where you come from, the challenges you encounter, how you are. So when I meet my people and the learners, other learners in other forums, I've been the board of management for schools, for 2 schools, 2 senior schools, and I used to go to speak to my learners. And I used to take with me the best of my colleagues in the banking environment those days before I joined government. And they were all A's. So when we went to speak to them, I used to tell them, of this team here, I am the least, okay? Because by the end of the day, I scored a B, and my colleagues in that forum, all of them were A students. I used to take to them to speak, people to speak to them that are A students. We had an organization we called the Art of the Audacious. And you have to have the audacity to dare to succeed. And we want to encourage you all to dare to succeed. Employ the 4 C's of success, aspire, push yourself. If only we focus on ourselves and lock away all the distractions that come about, the challenges that we face, peer pressure, okay, the challenges at home, the small things that come about, and some of these things are not very, very important. And you try to aspire to achieve your full potential. Full what? Potential. The sky is the limit. There is nothing you cannot achieve as a young man. There is nobody here who is mediocre. All of us have a seed of potential in us, a seed of success. We are the mustard seed that is planted in our minds. So it is for us to captivate or cultivate that seed and propagate it to grow into that huge tree that will be visible not only in our households, in our communities, in our country, but also globally. Okay? I don't know whether to continue. I like to talk to the boys a lot and to encourage you to succeed. And I want to cheer you up. When I look at most of you here and all of you, I think I'm among the least brilliant. Yes? Most of you are here because you have done very well. So if I'm the least brilliant in this group, all of you should be ahead of me when we look at 10 years back or beyond 2027 when the results come out. Okay? So I want to encourage all of you to have a forum where you can come here, having been the least. Okay? The least means you had that seed that you saw inside of you, water it, nurture it. It will grow to the biggest tree that is wisdom. And in this forum, I want to tell you a biblical verse. I don't know all of us whether we are Christians or Muslims, whether you are Muslim or Christian. There is one table that is spoken of in the Bible or in the Holy Book. And they say in Proverbs that wisdom has set up a table. So I want to appreciate EGF and the ministry for this forum, because this is a table that has been set for all of us to tap into wisdom, okay? And I want to encourage all of us to be open-minded, to embrace the words that are being spoken, admit them as our own, and then make the steps forward towards achieving the goals that we aspire to. So I thank you very much, and I appreciate all of you for listening to me. I'm happy to continue engaging with you. Watu wa Masinga Boys, please munione nyuma ya tent. We catch up, we see how things are. I'll be calling in to say hi. Asante sana. Thank you, Director, for the opportunity.
Ah, thank you. Is it good morning or good afternoon? Good afternoon, and maybe once again a warm welcome to you all. As my colleagues was from Masinga Boys, and he wants to see colleagues from Masinga Boys aside. I would also want to see the boys from my school aside. How many are from Lenana School? Lenana High School? None. I'm disappointed. Any from Lenana? Nobody. You'd have gotten a loaf of bread. EGF. We have none from the most prestigious school in Kenya. All right, thank you very much. My name is Walter Aguaro, and I'm part of this great team led by Dr. Helen. The great team that is here to ensure that the Elimu scholars are well taken care of, and of course, our partners, Equity Group of Foundation, a major implementing partner. We appreciate you because you look at the future of these boys with admiration. And boys, I just want to be brief and connect this function to the theme of an innovative generation, full of ideas and ready to create impact. And that is why Elimu Scholarship Program is out to ensure that you're facilitated. And that is why we chose the best of students from Kakuma to benefit from this program, so that in you, we transform the society. In you, you become an innovative generation, a generation that is going to cause chaos in the social order, that are going to come up with a new way of doing things. And that is why we bring you here, so that when you come back to Kakuma or wherever you'll be, you change your environment. And that transformation comes from you, the person. It is the personal transformation that creates a generational transformation. And the world today is totally on a new social order. And that individual who is endowed with that passion to create a social order is you. And Kenya has been on the forefront of creating this social order. You remember we moved from cash transfer, and we were so innovative, and we created M-Pesa. And M-Pesa has disrupted the social order. The war in the Middle East and that of Russia and Ukraine has disrupted the way we fight. It's about technology. It's about drones. They don't use spears, they don't use guns, they don't use bows and arrows. And that is why we're here. Elimu Scholarship Program gives you that opportunity to be creative enough to bring in a positive impact into your life and the entire society, so that we come back to East Africa and create a new social order. And this individual who must create this social order is you. And to create that social order is not a walk in the park. You must fly with your wings. And that's why Equity Bank gives you the wings to fly. Clap for me. I hope that clap resonates into your ears. And this person who is out to create an impact is a different person. He's a person who remains focused. He's a person who is disciplined. He's a person who inspires the rest. He's a person who listens to the teacher. He's a person who is aware that when I'm going to my Father in heaven, I have to go with bended knees. He's a person who is aware that a beggar's knees are ever supple. He's a humble person. He's a person who is not distracted by little things here and there. He's a person who does not lead strikes in schools, but will tell the rest, gentlemen, cool down. This problem is going to be solved. And that person must be you. And I'm glad our meeting yesterday with the Equity Bank, we were dearly and clearly informed that where you are today, you are the best performing students in your schools. And the principals in those schools look upon you to rise above what you are and to ask yourself, who am I? When Jesus was asked, I don't know by who are you? He says, I am who I am. Do not say I'm a refugee. Say, I am who I am, because you are an East African. You are a bright child. You are an Elimu scholar. And you are part of the generation that is going to cause a positive impact in this society. And before I end, you have been given pens and notebooks. Please take a pen and write there, who am I? Because we cannot sit here and address handsome boys, brave like this, who do not know who they are. And if you want to be a doctor, write, I am a doctor. And if you want to be an engineer, write, I am an engineer. And if you want to be a digital creator, right there, I'm a digital creator. And that is who you are. How many are doctors here? Yes, stand up. All right, so many raised their hands, but a few have stood up. All right, if we live by our promise, and in the next 10 years, we have this number of doctors, then we should have transformed our society. Thank you very much. Sit down and clap for yourself. Asante, sir. Let me clap for me. It's like Equity Bank. All right.
Well, you can clap for him again. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Raphael, Rosemary, and Walter. Sometimes when people walk around, you don't know what is in their heart, what is in their mind, until they verbalize. Today, I've realized that I am walking around with very, very inspirational leaders. You can clap for them again. You're very lucky. Young boys, you're very lucky. I'm sure some of you who went to school at my time, you wish this was done then, isn't it? Probably you would be a different person today. You're very lucky and you have such an opportunity. And to borrow a few words from what Raphael said, he was talking about a word called audacity. And I don't know whether we understand what that means. You need to have the audacity. What does that mean? The courage, isn't it? Isn't it? The willpower. Who gives you the willpower? Who gives it to you? Who gives it to you? You nurture it, isn't it? You nurture it, isn't it? You also borrow it from people like those who have spoken today. You listen to it and you develop your own. You cannot move on with my willpower. You cannot move on with my audacity. You will have to develop your own. And I know sometimes when we talk about these things, they are out there. It doesn't feel like they're about us. And especially when they are abstract. Like even a simple word like confidence. Have you ever unpacked that word? What does it mean to be confident? What does it mean? Think about some of those words. Like there's a word I used to like, and I really like it still. A word called conviction. What does it mean to be convicted of something? What does it mean? It is to be convinced beyond doubt about something. Are you convinced today that you will perform well? Are you convinced that you will be that doctor you say you will be? Because if you are, you will do everything possible. You cannot be in a football match, you belong to this team, you're supposed to score this way, and you play the game or you kick the ball towards this direction. You will always try to take it this direction, isn't it? Because that is where you want to score. If your ball is always kicked this other way, you're not quite convinced about winning. So you play the game, or you play or you kick the ball, you pass it to that direction that you want it to go. It cannot be that you want to be a doctor and all you're doing is being part of that striking team, being part of that absent team, being part of that no team in the school. Then you're not convicted about what you want to be. So there's some of the words that carry a lot of meaning in them, that when you say, I want to be, say it with conviction. Say it with conviction. I know the things that you love. I know one of the things that men like are cars. They like a car. And when they have bought what they think is their best car, they will keep saying, my car. You know, they don't say my car. You get the difference? They don't say my car is there. My car is there. They say it with an attitude. My car. Have you seen my car? Have you seen my latest car? They say it with an attitude. I also want to develop saying things with an attitude. I'm going to be a doctor. And you say it with an attitude because you're convicted. You're going towards there. You're convinced. I can see it from your face. I can hear it from your voice when you say it. I'm going to be a doctor. That doesn't sound convincing. But when you say it with confidence, when you say it with oomph, it sounds like you're convinced about it. And I think that is something we need to learn to do. Audacity, conviction, confidence, those are big words that you need to learn what they mean. And so I want to invite you, already you are invited, I want to invite you to this journey. I want to invite you to a journey. Are you ready to go with me to a journey? Which journey is this? What do we call our journey? I want us to call it a journey to success. A journey to? Are you ready to go to a journey to success? How many of us want to go to a journey to success? I'm inviting you to this journey. Already you have been invited, but there are a few things that I want us to carry along in this journey. This journey is going to involve us a lot. We're going to talk a lot. This journey is going to involve a lot of reflection. Reflection. Looking back into yourself. Looking back into your past. Looking forward into your future. Okay? Are you ready to go? This journey requires confidence. This journey requires conviction. This journey requires audacity. Being daring. Being brave, it requires. I keep telling some people, passing an exam is a very lonely affair. It's a very, very lonely affair. It is only you who sits late in the night to read. It is only you who can decide to sacrifice some of the best things to do because you want to pass an exam. It is a very lonely affair. And when you find yourself in a crowd and you intend to pass an exam, chances are you might not. It is until that time when you are very lonely moments of the night, very lonely wee hours of the morning, very lonely affair. When you find yourself in a crowd, chances are passing is difficult. It is a very lonely affair. When you don't understand something, don't assume your neighbor has not understood also. It is only you who has not understood. When you haven't done assignment, don't assume your next neighbor has not done it. It is only you who has not done it. It's a very lonely affair. When you're pinched, if I pinched you today, how many people feel the pain? How many people feel pain? It's only you, isn't it? The person I have pinched. It's the same thing. When you fail an exam, it is only you who has failed. When you don't do well, it is only you who has not done well. So don't rally a crowd around you. Don't rally a crowd. It is a very lonely affair. Until you feel lonely in this academic journey, you are not yet there. So I want you to reflect. Reflection number 1. How many are you in your academic life? How many are you in your journey of success? Are you 2? Are you the only one? My preference, you are the only one. I am the only one in this journey to success. I am the only one. When I count my failures, it is my failures. When I count my successes, it is my successes. It is not my class's successes. It is not my class's failures. It is not my teacher's failures. It is not my parents' failures. It is my failure. Are we together? I want you to think about yourself like this. Have you gone to the shop and they tell you, this dress or this shirt, I'm selling it for 50 shillings. And this other one, I am selling it for 3,000 shillings. And you ask, what is the difference? Because when I touch them, they feel the same. They tell you the value, the quality. Have you heard of that word quality? How does quality look like? How does it look like? I know you know. When you look at a phone and you look at 2 different phones, you know which one is a quality phone. And there are parameters to it, isn't it? There's some things that you look at it and say, this is a quality phone, and this is not quite a quality phone, and then this other one is a poor quality phone, isn't it? When you look at yourself today, remember I told you this is a very lonely journey. When you look at yourself today, are you valuable? Are you of quality? It's a question, please answer me. Are you valuable? Are you of quality? How many, say it like you're convinced. I said we're going to talk about this with conviction. Are you valuable? Are you of quality? Yes. Why? I want you to know that you matter. You matter. Did you know that? Did you know that? You matter. Can you imagine in your mother's house? In your mother's house, when she shares food, does she leave you out? Does she leave you out? Because you matter. You are attending this conference. Do you think we missed other people to invite to this conference? Did we miss people to invite? You're here because? Don't say because we matter. Say because I matter. Because, and say it like you're convinced. Because I matter. It doesn't matter the challenges that you're facing. It doesn't matter the challenges that you're facing. You have something special inside of you. Every one of us. something special inside of you, every one of us. And school, is it about the grades only? Is it about the A and the B and the C only? There's so many other things that you learn from a school, isn't it? Isn't it? Like if we went down to learn or to hear stories, there's so many things that you didn't know, you learned them in school. So if you're getting a C and not an A, are there other things that you have learned? Are there other things that you have picked that are going to change your attitude, the way you look at life? That are going to change the way you view life? So many things if you count them, isn't it? For instance, before we went to school, somebody has never put on a tie. But today you know how to put on a tie, how to tie even that tie. How many of us went to school without knowing how to tie a tie? How many? But now we know how to tie a tie, isn't it? So there's so many other things apart from grades in school. And we should not miss those points. We should not miss those lessons. So as you study to get the A, don't miss the other lessons. Don't miss the other life skills. Let's pick all of that we can pick from a school environment. Some of us didn't know how to polish shoes, and now we know. Some of us didn't know how to wash. Maybe we have younger sisters who used to wash for us. But now we know how to wash our own shirts. We know how to be clean. We know how to be disciplined. We know how to run when the bell rings. We have learned so many things. So school is more than grades. School is more than that. And we must learn and pick all the lessons that we should pick from a school environment. The other thing is, your past doesn't define you. Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one? What did I say? I want you to talk about self. I said this is a very lonely affair. This is a very lonely journey. My past doesn't define me. Just like what Walter said. Yesterday, you were this. But today, yesterday is gone. Will it ever come back? Will it ever come back? No. Yesterday is gone. We are today. The only other hope we have is a tomorrow. So we are here today. What can we do about today? What can we change today? What can we be today? So every day is a chance to grow stronger and wiser. What you didn't know yesterday, please learn it today. If you were weak yesterday, you can be stronger today. You could have scored a C yesterday. But who knows about today? You can actually catapult and score a B or an A. Yesterday is gone. Today is here. We don't know about tomorrow. Let's be the best that we can be today. And I want you to convince yourself that you will be the best you can today. So what? So what if yesterday I was a C student and today I'm a B student? So what? Does it matter what I was yesterday? So what if yesterday I was from a disadvantaged background, today I have a job and I am working like everybody else? When you park your vehicles out there, do we know who had an A and who had a C? No. So today is today, and we can be the best we can be. I want you to reflect. I told you this journey is about a reflection. It's about reflecting to the back and to the future of our lives. This is a moment for reflection. Let's reflect for 1 minute. A reflection for 1 minute. A reflection for 1 minute as our guests are sitting. A reflection for 1 minute. I want you to think about that one thing that you do so well. That one thing, only one thing that you do so well that nobody else does it like you. It can be in school, it can be at home. It can be in your church or in your mosque. That one thing that you do so well. Have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? That one thing that you can do so well. Raphael, you're thinking about it, isn't it? Walter, you have something you do so well. You don't know whether anyone else is doing it. Don't think about the next person. It is you. That one thing that you can do so well. And I want you to celebrate yourself, because there was a time you couldn't do that thing. There was a day you couldn't do it. But look how far you have come. Today you can do it. You have added value on yourself. And that is why today you're a valuable person. You're an important person. It might be difficult now. The schools you are in, the experiences you're going through, the life you're living right now, it must be difficult. It might be difficult, it might be hard. But I want you to remember, each effort that you make takes you closer to your goal. What is your goal? What is your goal? Not just to finish school, but to finish well, isn't it? And you want to finish well. And there's a way you describe your well. There's a way you describe your well. Maybe your well is to get an A. It might be difficult. Waking up early in the morning, going through those assignments, eating that little food, it might be difficult now. But every effort you make takes you closer to your goal. The worst you can do is to be at a standstill. You're not making an effort. You're just around here. It means you're not moving closer to your goal. So even if it is so difficult, try. Move towards your goal. Move, however difficult it is. Move towards your goal. That tells you, as an individual, you must have a goal. There must be somewhere you're going to. Don't stand still. Make some steps towards your goal. So be encouraged. It might be so difficult now, but every step you make, every effort you make, takes you closer to your goal. Education has been described as a superpower. Why do you think it's a superpower? Why do you think education is a superpower? It is a key that opens doors of opportunities for you. Once you have your success in education, your future is guaranteed. So, education is that key that opens opportunities for you. It opens opportunities for you. Once you have your A, we are spoiled for joys. We ask ourselves, do I do medicine? Do I do engineering? Because you have the grade. All of a sudden, your opportunities are all open for you. You can be what you want to be. But before you get there, it is difficult. And that is why we are all passionate about education. If you have nothing else to give anyone, give them an education. It is a superpower. It will open the doors of opportunity. You have that key on your hands. Where is your key? Where is your key? Do you have your key? Do you have your key? Let me see it. Let me see it. Yes, you have your key to your future. Remember I said, we are not saying it's easy. We know it is difficult, but we have said, make step at the time towards your goal. You have the key. Equity Foundation has given you the key. Ministry of Education has given you the key. You have the opportunity. Make your steps towards your goal. I'm not saying it's easy, it's difficult, but every effort you make will take you there. What you're learning now will build your future. One day, you will look back and you will be proud of yourself. You will be standing where I'm standing today. And you will be telling your story. If you allowed all these people to tell their story today, you will be very surprised. Some of their stories are worse than what you think you are in. But they're here today. I have a saying in my mother tongue that says, when children, there is a way in which people looked at children, I think some while back. You feel there is always a place where children, when visitors are here, I don't know whether it happens in your places, when visitors are here, you tell children to go where? To go outside, isn't it? And when would they eat? When will the children eat? After the visitors have eaten and they have left, then now the children can come in. So in the same spirit, there's a saying in my mother tongue that says, when the children wash their hands, when they wash their hands, they can come and dine with the kings. That is a saying, and I know you learned literature in school, and I know some of you are already fafanuaring that statement. Ukichambua inamaanisha nini? When the children wash their hands, they can dine with the kings. What does that mean? There are certain things that if children do, for example, I believe I have children here who have washed their hands, and that is why they are here in this conference. Are those you? Are those you? Yes. And I have said, in the near future, you will be standing where I am standing, and you will be telling people your stories, and you will be wanting them to hear. And you will be wanting them to hear where you have come from. So don't think for 1 minute that you will not make it. Be convinced. And we are told, hard times, they bring what we call resilience and hope. I don't know whether you know the meaning of the word resilience. Just like audacity, conviction, confidence, there is resilience. I don't know whether you know what resilience is. Resilience is, you know how you, like for example, if Raphael was here and he wants to talk, so he wants this microphone, he says, please give me the microphone. I say, shut up, keep quiet, it's not your turn. But he doesn't go away, he just continues standing here. And then I'm like, I told you to go away. Then he's just standing here, and wait. So he waits. I talk for the next 40 minutes, he's still standing here. Then I tell him, you're still here? Then he says, yes, I really want to say something. Then I tell him, I've told you to go away. Then I talk for the next 1 hour. He's still standing here. That is resilience. That is resilience. He really wants to, he's convinced about what he wants to say. And he's convinced that it will change somebody's life. So he wants to say it. And because he's convinced about it, he's going nowhere. In other words, he's saying, I must speak without telling me must, because must has a quotation. It sounds like a bad word. So he's saying, I must speak, but he's not saying it. So he's just being resilient. So they will even pull him aside, please, because some of these people sometimes will say, you are becoming a nuisance, you're standing in front here. So they take him aside. He will still go and stand there. Resilience. What am I saying? If you really are convinced about what you're looking for, don't give up. Hardships build resilience. Hardships, they bring hope. So hard times, they don't last. Hard times don't last. Hard times don't last. So be resilient. Be resilient. Don't give up. Be resilient. It will not be for long. You have already survived this far. How old are you now? How old are you now? Some of you are 20, some of you are 17, some of you are 15. Was it easier when you were younger? Was it easier? Has it just become difficult? It has always been difficult, isn't it? But you have come this far. Isn't it? You have come this far, meaning you can go further. It means you can go further. So don't give up. If anything, hardships will prove that you are strong. They will prove that you are convinced. They will prove that you have a purpose where you're going to. When things feel unfair, remember. When things feel unfair, remember, storms make the trees to develop deeper roots. The storms that you see and the trees that you think are going to fall down, instead, they put their roots down because they know, oh, there can be some storms sometimes. I need to be resilient. So they pull their roots quite down. That is what should happen to us. That when we know it has not been easy, it has not always been fair, let's be resilient the more. Let's not give up. Let's stand there and give it our best. And then you're not alone. You're not alone. Look behind you. The ones who are behind, look ahead of you. The ones in front, look behind you. Just look behind you. I'm asking you to do something. Look behind you. Are you seeing you're not alone? Even if you look aside, just look at the side of you, both sides, left to your right, you're not alone. You're not alone. So we are in it together, and the rest of us who are not in school with you have come to support you. So you're not alone. You have people to talk to, you have people to run to, you have people to support you and to help you to make it. I know some of you always tell us you have role models. How many of us have role models? How many of us have role models? I'm not going to ask you who they are, but I want you to search their history. Just think of your role model. Go back and search about their history. Just learn how they grew up, what they did, what they went through, how did they succeed. You will discover most of the people that we see as role models have had their own stories in life. But they struggled, they were resilient, and they became who they are. And that is why they are our role models. Someday to come, you will be somebody's role model. And they will want to learn from you, and I am sure you will be telling them, I was, like Raphael told us this morning. So make sure that you're building enough life lessons, life skills that you can pass over to the people who would want to be or who you'll be their role model. Make sure you're building them. As I end, I want us to do one thing. Let's close our eyes. Remember, this is a journey. It's a journey, isn't it? Close your eyes, but don't close your mind, okay? Close your eyes. I want you to think about, we are in a journey, we are moving on. Our journey is journey to success. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. 10 years from now. This is 2025, year 1, 2026, 27, 28, 29, 10 years from now. Are you seeing yourself? Are you seeing yourself? Now, open your eyes. Open your eyes. This is an assignment I'm giving you. This is an assignment I'm giving you. And do this. Sammy, where is Sammy? Where is Sammy? You're not here. You will collect these and give them to me, okay? I want you to write yourself a letter. Write yourself a letter. And yourself in 10 years' time. Did you hear? So if I'm Geoffrey, I am going to say, Geoffrey, dear Geoffrey, dear Geoffrey. And remember, you're not going to be a student, so you're a student in Kalobeye Secondary School. You will not be a student then. It is what you have imagined, what you closed your eyes and you saw. What you closed your eyes and you saw. Address that person in that letter. And I want you to tell that person that you will be in 10 years. Tell them what this conference did for you to achieve that 10-year plan. Are you understanding me? Address that person. If I will be a mother of 10. In 10 years' time, I'll say, dear mother of 10, remember the conference you attended. It helped you to develop confidence and to make a future life plan. If you will be a doctor serving at Aga Khan Hospital, because I want you to imagine that much, including where you will be working in 10 years' time. If you will be a doctor at Kenyatta Hospital, address yourself, dear Raphael, 10 years ago, you attended a conference here, and these are the things I learned. Out of that, this is from there, you went and you did your plan in school, you targeted, you set your goal, and you wanted to beat this, and this is where you have become, and today, those letters will be put into the suggestion box. Address the person that you will be in that. If you will be doctor, like myself, a PhD holder, probably teaching in a certain university, address yourself as, dear Dr. Helen. If you'll be an engineer somewhere, dear engineer so-and-so. If you will be a banker, dear, if you will be a teacher, whatever you have visualized in your mind, please write that. I have seen suggestion boxes. I'm hoping to see those letters in those suggestion boxes. And we will, 10 years' time, we will bring you back here. And we want you to come and read your letter to yourself. Sinisawa? Yes, that is an assignment I'm leaving to you as I end. I want to wish each and every one of you the very best in this journey of success. When is our journey of success ending? When is it ending? Raphael, have you ended your journey of success? No. Equity, have you ended your journey of success? No. Who has ended their journey of success? Have you? No. It doesn't end. It goes on. The best thing is we have begun. And every effort we make is taking us closer and closer to our goal. All the best, and God bless you.
Thank you. Continue clapping till she sits. Clap, clap. Thank you, Dr. for those insights, plus your team. I got a few insights, like the storms makes the trees to develop deeper roots. The journey to success is a lonely one, and you matter, plus others, but I chose to read those ones. I realized that many of us are having challenges, including us, but you students, you are having so many challenges. And we've just been encouraged that the storms makes the trees to develop deeper roots, right? Thank you so much. We appreciate your coming. Well, we have 2 more presentations before we go for lunch. I just want some attention kidogo. So allow me to call the next team from Windle International. Karibu. Clap for him.
Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. How are you feeling? Are you feeling being a beneficiary of the Elimu Scholarship? Yes? Hello? Ninza? Mani kuboeka? Huh? Siwaski? You are young men, speak up. Yes? So anyway, my name is Daniel Mule. I work at Windle International Kenya as a safeguarding officer. Basically, a safeguarding officer is taking care of your well-being, your child rights, and making sure you're learning in an environment that is supportive and free from harm and abuse. So I'll not major much into safeguarding and child protection because there's somebody who will come and talk about that. I'll talk about the organization and what the organization does. So at Windle International Kenya, we offer scholarships to learners all the way from primary school to high school and to universities. We have learners across the country from all the cities, wherever the universities are and wherever the high schools are in. And also we do employment for teachers, whereby we place these teachers in schools and we take them through a thorough vetting process to make sure they do not have any history of misconduct in their careers. Also, since I'm looking at our theme today, the generation of innovation, at Windle International Kenya we've done so many innovations, but there are two that I'm very proud of. The first one is the 2-in-1 schools. So the 2-in-1 schools basically works like one school, but working as 2 schools, whereby one school comes in the morning, and when they leave during the midday, another school comes in. This has really helped us in handling the crowds in our schools. Currently it's running in Dadaab. Previously it was running in Kakuma, but it's not running in Kakuma anymore. And also another one is the virtual classrooms. This is whereby, assuming we are in a classroom setup right now, I'm doing a session. It's been recorded and being aired in another place where we have learners who are learning at the same time. So you meet a larger number with the same time. That is 2 of the most important achievements that I feel that they have been innovative in our organization. And looking at the Sustainable Development Goals, that is our goal. That's the main goal that we want to achieve, the SDGs. But without innovation, are we really able to reach these goals? These goals require us to come up with new ideas. These goals require us to come with critical problem-solving skills. And these goals require you to be the person to bring this change. Having gotten this scholarship, what are you doing the most about it? You have different learners from across different places in the country. How are you interacting with them? Are you sharing them ideas, or are you getting ideas and keeping them to yourself? Are you gaining knowledge, or are you just there to pass time and go back home? Are you sharpening your skills so that you come up with innovative ideas? It's a question that you need to answer yourself. I do not have much to share with you guys because there's something that is really rushing me somewhere else. But I appreciate you so much for listening to me, and I wish you the very best in your studies. And I hope to see you in bigger places and bigger platforms in the future. Thank you so much.
We are moving very swiftly. Thank you so much, Windle International. Let me call the next speaker from JRS. JRS. Let us clap for them kindly.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let us stand up for 1 minute, just 1 minute, because I'm between you and lunch, and I'm sure we'll make it short. We'll make it short so that we don't get late for lunch, okay? We agree on that? Yes, so we'll start just with the introduction. We introduce my colleagues, and then I just say something about JRS, and then after that, you will be free to go for lunch.
Good afternoon. My name is Victor Mbabu. I'm a physiotherapist for JRS Inclusive Education, and I'm happy to be here with you. I really like telling stories. When Dr. was talking about what we can do best, I was really thinking, this is something that I can really do, tell stories. But because he said only introduce yourself, I will not tell a story. But tukipatana huko nje, I can tell you a story. I can tell stories for sure. But I will tell you one word before maybe I let my colleague introduce herself. This is an opportunity that you've been given, an opportunity for you to determine your own future. And there is nothing more important than someone telling you, here is a fishing rod. Learn how to fish, rather than them bringing you fish every day and feeding you that fish. So this is an opportunity you've been given to determine your own future. And a lot of the speakers who are talking, they were saying, think about yourself. Who are you? When you look in the mirror in the morning, who do you see? Do you see a refugee boy? Do you see a boy from a broken home? Or do you see a future self who is successful, who is strong, who is courageous enough? He talked about being audacious enough to be successful. Will you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you see that's someone who is courageous enough to take the hand that you've been given and make something out of it? So as you go, think about those words and take opportunity so that future generations will one day stand on your shoulders. Be blessed. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Sophie Limaya. I work with JRS in monitoring and evaluation, and I'm happy to be here. And as he said, we will be really happy. What? Oh. My name is Sophie Limaya. I work with JRS in monitoring and evaluation, and I'm happy to be here.
We can sit down. We can sit down. We can sit down. So just to introduce myself, my name is Josephat Shete. I am the education officer for JRS. Now, what is JRS? JRS has 3 words: Jesuit, Refugee, Service. Can we say that? Jesuit, Refugee, Service. What does Jesuit mean? Jesuit is a word which comes from the Catholic Church. There is a group of priests and brothers in the Catholic Church who are called the Jesuits, or the official name for them is the Society of Jesus. The Society of Jesus. They are also known as the Jesuits. So Jesuit Refugee Service began in 1980 by one of the Jesuit priests who was called Arupe. And that is why we have Arupe Center in Kakuma 1. How many know Arupe Center in Kakuma 1? Yes. So that center is named after the founder of Jesuit Refugee Service. That one is 1980. This is 45 years ago. So the Jesuits under the Jesuit Refugee Service have been serving the refugees for more than 45 years, and in mainly 4 areas. We have education, and we run now 7 schools. Which are the 7 schools? The first one is Greenlight. How many know where Greenlight is? So there is Greenlight. Next to Greenlight, Blue State. Next to Blue State, Somali Bantu. Next to Somali Bantu. And then in Kakuma 1, after Vision, in Kakuma 1 there is what? Kakuma Refugee, not service. Kakuma Refugee Secondary School. Then after that, Starlight. So those 6 schools, and the 7th school is LifeWorks Tumaini Girls, where we have also the conference for girls. So these are the 7 schools that Jesuit Refugee Service works with UNHCR to run. The second thing we do is protection, especially for girls and boys who are vulnerable in the society. So we have protection centers. We also have inclusive education. We have 5 inclusive education centers, mostly in Kakuma 1 and Kakuma 2 and 3 and 4. Then we also have issues of mental health and psychosocial support. We support the psychological well-being of the refugees and also the host community. And finally, we do advocacy. Advocacy means that we try to fight for the rights of the refugee all over the world. Now, what do we do in Kakuma? In Kakuma, as I said, there is the schools, the inclusive center, the protection center, and then we have advocacy and mental health and psychosocial support. Now, when it comes to education, which is under what we are talking about today, I liked the story of this guy from Masinga because it is the same story which I have. That from Form 1, I was, from first term to third term, I was number 52 out of 53. Because the person who was number 53 was very good in music. Even now he's in America singing. And me, I'm here suffering talking to you. But he was number 53 up to Form 4. But when he went to music festivals, he was always number 1. He used to take all the trophies. And he used even to teach us. We used to go for nationals for music festival. So you can sometimes not be academically well, but you have talents, maybe in sports, in music, and so on, according to what God has given you. But for me, I was bad in sports. I didn't have the voice to sing, and I was not academically well also. But because of what, I will tell you what I did in order to become what I became. Number 1, prayer. Praying for wisdom. You know, wisdom is a very rare thing, especially among the young people. So it is something you have to pray to God to give you wisdom. He got some wisdom, and I don't know if he prayed, but for him he said he had a meeting with himself. For me, I had a meeting with myself and God. And God gave me some wisdom and told me, what you have to do, take all the papers that you have done exams from Form 1. That time I was in Form 2, and I was still number 52 out of 53, because number 53 was a good singer, but not good in academics. Now, after that, I took all the papers from Form 1, from first term, and I tried to do all those questions, all the questions. Those ones which I didn't understand, I could ask my friends, I could ask the bright friends, I could ask the teachers, and I could do the exams again. And in Form 3, first term, I became number 13 out of number 53. And I had to be called in the assembly because the principal could not believe that I was able to come from number 52 up to 53. But the secret was only one. I was able to do all these questions, and also I was able to do all the assignments. Any homework I was given, just as Doctor has told us here, it is a solitary journey. It is an individual journey. You have to make a decision. You have to make that decision that I want the best. And so I dedicated time. I used to finish my assignments. I used to follow the teachers. I used to do everything right. I was even an altar boy because of that, because I wanted to do everything right. And with that, by the time I reached Form 4, I was on the top 10. I had already got top 10. I was number 5, between number 5 and number 3. I never became number 1. I don't know why. But at least I managed that until I went to the university. And after that, I was able to go to very many different I did not stop there. I have visited like 20 countries in the world because of different efforts. I was in South Sudan last year. The whole year I was in South Sudan. So you understand people of South Sudan. I was in Rumbek, Tonj, Warab, where else? Bor, Jongle, all those places. And Juba, of course, I was in Juba. So I understand the South Sudan, and when I came here, I tell the South Sudanese, especially the South Sudanese, please work hard and go back to your country and make it a great country again. Go back to the country and make it a great country again, because one of the richest countries in the world is South Sudan. It has all the resources. It has all the resources. The problem is that we cannot manage, we cannot live in peace. We cannot live in peace. So let us go back and be able to live in peace and develop our country. Now, so as students here in Kenya from different countries, one of the challenges I'm told, and I know Equity is struggling with it in our schools, is that you boys are indisciplined. Not all of you, but some of you are indisciplined, which means we lack respect for our teachers, we lack respect for our fellow students, we don't do what we are supposed to do. And another thing I'm told is that we don't like female teachers to teach us. Is that true? Some of the boys, they don't like female teachers to teach them. But whether it is female teachers or male teachers, all of them are what? Teachers. They are teachers. So we need to respect them. We need to respect the teacher, whether the teacher is male or whether the teacher is what? Female. We should, that will be the first thing. The second thing, I know from South Sudan, I don't know from the other country, we get angry very fast. Is that so? Yes, we get angry very fast. And when we get angry, the first thing we do is what? We beat you. That's what we solve our problem as South Sudanese mostly by fighting, right? Because that is what the culture has taught us. But now we have to stop the culture of violence. We have to do what? Stop the culture of violence. We have to change our attitude and solve our problems through peace. And that is what I went to do in South Sudan. I went to South Sudan because I was working with the Justice and Peace Department, with the Catholic Bishop of Rumbek, Christian Kalasare. So we were working with him, and we were moving around the Lake State, talking to different communities about developing peace. We were working also with the UN mission in South Sudan, UNIMIS, to promote peace so that all the South Sudanese have to learn that we can solve our problems through talking, not always through fighting. And that is what you have to change in your schools also. Try to solve all our problems through talking and not through fighting. And that way, I know you will be able to succeed. And so the last thing we have to do as students, as I said, the first is respect, the second one is to promote peace, and the third one is to work hard. Let us work hard so that we can succeed in everything that we do. And let us pray that God might guide us, might give ourselves or give each one of us knowledge, wisdom, understanding, so that anytime you are able to sit, the devil does not come to take away knowledge and understanding and wisdom from you, so that you are able to succeed in your life. So let us work together. Let us work together so that we can be able to do the best and to succeed in our life. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We want to appreciate our speakers, and then we request them to leave first for lunch, and then the scholars we can follow. So I request us to do 5 factorials. Do you know 5 factorials? Are we ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. We are just trying how it works. Now we can do a better one. 1, 2, let's go. All right, thank you. And now we'll do the last one, 10 factorial, as our guests are ushered out, led by our principal. But before that, I think we can pray for lunch. Do we have somebody to volunteer? Who? Sorry? Our principal.
Live and pray. Let's stand up. Let's be on our feet. So let's bow for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you this afternoon. We say thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for the opportunity you have given us to be together. Thank you for the sessions that we've had. As we are going to take our lunch, we ask you to bless us, bond us together, and let your love be amongst us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
All right, let's do 10 No, please be seated. Students, scholars, be seated. Be seated. Scholars, please be seated. All scholars, please be seated. All scholars, please be seated. We have a few announcements to make. And your lunch will be ready in the next 10 minutes. So we still have time. I'm waiting for the group at the back. Please be seated. The group at the back, please be seated. All right, how is the progress so far? So far, so good. Or so far, so bad? So far, so good. Last year, we started our journey together. And for the few who don't know me, or for majority we haven't met, I'll start by introduction. Ama mnanijua? All right, so my name is Eric Chege. Eric Chege. I work with the Grace Institution, that is Equity Group Foundation. And our mandate simply is you guys. We are here just to offer support, that your stay in high school can be better, can be enjoyable, and can be a memorable one. Personally, I work with a team that I host at Nairobi region. and also Kajiado region. That's my area, but today I'm here to offer support. I'll be also handling another session, and finally we'll be doing some question and answer. The few of you who have interacted have asked a lot of questions concerning the scholarship, because last year when we were here we mentioned what the scholarship package is like, but majority of you are so excited, so you never understood what the program or the scholarship was to cater. On your bags there was a brochure. Have you seen that brochure? Hello? Hello? Have you seen that brochure? You haven't seen one? A piece of paper on your bag. Please, somebody to lift theirs up. I need to confirm if you have them. Yes. Yes, that's the brochure I'm talking about. Basically, it's a summary of what the scholarship entails, from tuition money to pocket money to transport money. And when you talk about transport and pocket, I have a question for you. Will money be enough?